Imagine holding your newborn for the first time, only for elders to inspect their body and decide if they're strong enough to live. Too weak, they were left on a mountainside to die. That was Sparta, the most feared warrior society in history. Every baby was inspected by the state. If they looked weak or disabled, they were cast off in the wilderness. A newborn's life was decided not by love, but by muscle tone. Why? Because Sparta didn't raise children. They forged warriors. And now, thousands of years later, we're still asking the same question. Are kids these days too soft? How do we raise strong kids, without breaking them? Welcome to Ancient Wisdom for Modern Parents, because parenting isn't new. Subscribe for timeless tools to raise resilient kids, and resilient selves. Ancient Greece was full of artists, thinkers, and dreamers. And then, there was Sparta. No marble columns, no golden myths, just soldiers, shields, silence. Sparta was built for war. And that meant turning children into weapons. At age 7, boys entered the Agoge, a brutal, state-run military school. There were no bedtime stories. Only beatings, hunger, and silence. They were taught to steal food, but punished if caught. They slept barefoot in winter, with only a cloak for warmth. Crying was weakness. Pain was training. Love? A liability. And it wasn't just the boys. Spartan girls were trained too, to be strong, outspoken, athletic. But their job was singular: give birth to better warriors. And Spartan mothers? They were colder than steel. Before a son left for battle, she would hand him his shield and say, "Come back with it, or on it." It wasn't just a saying. It meant, win or die trying. To Spartans, honor mattered more than love. And yet, behind the discipline was something deeper. Fear. Fear of weakness. Fear of softness. Fear that one gentle moment could destroy everything. Today, we romanticize Sparta. Their discipline, their grit, their warriors. But here's the truth. Sparta wasn't an empire builder like Rome. It didn't create lasting philosophy like Athens. It left behind no literature, no science, no innovation. It survived, for a time, and then it vanished. Even their most famous stand, Thermopylae, was a glorious loss. And while Spartans were admired for their silence, modern psychology sees silence differently. It's often the mark of suppressed trauma. Children denied comfort, taught to hide fear, to endure, until they break. We have to ask, is discipline still strength, if it costs us empathy? Now let's look at today. Parents say, no iPad until you finish your math drills. Stop crying. Be brave. Don't embarrass me. We push children to be independent, resilient, obedient. But what if we're confusing performance with preparedness? What if our version of raising them strong looks a lot like Sparta in disguise? We reward good grades, gold medals, polite smiles, but punish sensitivity, doubt, emotion. And just like Sparta, we risk raising warriors who look strong on the outside, but carry worry inside. Are we raising warriors or worriers? Let's not forget the human cost. One real Spartan boy, Aristodemus, survived the Battle of Thermopylae due to illness. He came home alive, but instead of welcome, he was shunned, called a coward. People refused to speak to him. He died later in battle, not for honor, but to erase his shame. Even Sparta's greatest sons weren't safe from their own rigid ideals. What can we do today? We don't need to erase discipline, but we must redefine it. Here are 3 things we can do differently. Number 1, teach emotional strength. Allow your child to name their feelings. Saying, "I'm scared," or "I feel hurt," isn't weakness. It's awareness. Self-regulation starts with emotional language. Number 2, lead with connection, not control. The Agoge removed parents. We now know that strong bonds create secure, brave children. Discipline without connection is just fear. Number 3, praise effort, not perfection. Don't reward only results. Celebrate trying, struggling, falling. Let failure be part of their emotional armor. Spartan mothers gave their sons shields, but no one gave them space to cry. Today, we have a choice. We can still give our children shields, but let's teach them to carry it with self-worth, not shame. Let's raise humans who are not only brave in battle, but brave enough to feel. Because the strongest children aren't the ones who never cry. They're the ones who learn to stand with their shield, and with their emotions intact. Would you survive Spartan childhood? Drop your thoughts below. Subscribe for more ancient wisdom reimagined for modern parents.